Hello, this is Ali and James. So this is a continuation. If you buy these bushing kits, how would you install them? So it's a little involved because you got to do some widening on the main pivot hole, and James here is gonna go through the process and show you different variations how you can use this bushing. So the first step is to replace the installed bushings, which are the brass bushings. So we're going to use the actual pivot bolt and the washer, and just I'm going to show you what James is going to do. He's going to place the washer on the brass bushing and just push it out, and by using the other bolt, the bolt to push it out. And now he can quickly remove it like that. Next, he's going to flip it and repeat that process. Same thing again, put the washer on it, not completely, and then rest the bolt on it and hammer it out. We're using a rubber mallet to do that, and then you get the bushing out. So now the bushings are completely removed in the pivot hole, but as you can see, it's not going to be big enough. So it's kind of tight. It needs because both powder coat is there, and these are more precise, so and they don't flex as well. So we're gonna use an example with a round file and just basically file that down. What we use here is actually a boring bit, which we're gonna show you. This is a 13/16 boring bit, and we have it taped to about halfway. And this, if we go right to that blue line, that will give us enough clearance. And you have to do this before you put the bushings in because the bushings are deep. And now using a rubber mallet, you can go, yep, that's what you want. You want about that tightness so it doesn't fall out. But it's pretty easy to get in with a rubber mallet, and the bushings are in the main beam. Next, we're going to show you how to widen your hitch for getting the other these into the hitch piece. We'll show you exactly next. All right, in this segment, next step is what you're going to do is after you get the bushings in is to install it back into the hitch. Sometimes because the tensioner is on there, the hitch can deform a little bit and won't allow for that precision fit that is required to put these bushings in. We have a solution for that. But your typical new hitch, when you get this should drop right in, as we're going to demonstrate right now. That what you want is basically those bushings right there to fit in those grooves on those poly plates, right? Just like that. And you can see they just drop right in. But if these two parts are too tight because of the tensioner that was on, those won't go because it's going to be too tight for those bushings to go in, and we're going to show you how to do that next. So if that is the case and it's too tight, if you buy an upgrade kit, we're going to send you this bolt and these two nuts. So what you're going to do is start threading. You're going to thread both nuts on there on the interior. And this is the pivot bolt, the pivot hole. That's what you're using. So right there where the groove is, that's where you need to be. You have removed the tensioner, and everything else is basically at this point. So once you get the bolt through, go ahead.
You gotta pause it. Cut.
So in order to get these nuts to press on the side walls, we just realized we have to slide these poly plates out. So we just basically loosen them a little bit and slid them out so there's enough spacing. That might not even be enough spacing. So we're going through this as your nut's going to press this. So at the end of it, you're going to have to take these poly plates off. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we went and removed the plates. You're going to need an Allen key, and it's an 1/8. There it is right there. You can see the marking on it. So that's 1/8 of an inch Allen key. should be able to get in there and get these plates off. These are the bolts that you're taking off. So once you take those poly plates off, and if you're local, we can do this for you. But this isn't really that hard. And it takes, and once you take the poly plates off, it's pretty quick. So he's gonna go ahead and put those nuts on again. And you're basically just trying to get through that hole enough, and that's plenty. And then you open them up, and then you can see what we're doing. We're gonna spread these open so they're gonna spread. So that's why he's gonna use 2 wrenches. These are 15/16 because these are 5/8 nuts. And you're gonna go oppo. And you're gonna spread that about probably 2 or 3 turns, James? Yeah. So 2 or 3 turns, or not even. You're just trying to widen that and stretch that out again back to the original size. And once you do that, then you remove the bolt and the nuts, put the poly plates back on as we shown before. The bushings will drop right into these grooves, plastic grooves. If you have any questions, send us an email, text, and we will get back to you. We do return all calls. And for more of this information, we have a ton of videos on how-tos and instructions on our YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great day, y'all.